Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be taking this 2022 Hyundai Tucson hybrid on a POV test drive. This one is the SEL convenience, and all the hybrid trims come in all-wheel drive, and the price on this one is $34,000. But let's go ahead and take it on a test drive and see how it does. Alright, let's go ahead and take this 2022 Hyundai Tucson hybrid on the POV test drive and see how it does. There's three trims you could choose from. There is the blue, which is the base trim, and I did actually review this one. I did do a full review of it. And this one is the SEL convenience. On the hybrids, there is no SEL without convenience. Basically, if you get the hybrid SEL, it comes with convenience. So there is the blue SEL convenience and the limited on the hybrids. But on the non-hybrids, there is SEL, and then you could actually get a package basically under that SEL trim. It's called a convenience package. So non-hybrids, you could get SEL by itself or SEL with the convenience package. Basically, it's more money for that. But let's go ahead and take this 2022 Hyundai Tucson hybrid on a test drive and see how it does. And here is the backup camera. It does make a beeping noises when you put it in reverse. Alright, so driving this 2022 Hyundai Tucson hybrid drives nice and smooth, and it did start raining, and it's not the best weather for this, but this thing drives nice and smooth. The engine is currently, it sounds like it's on at the moment. So the engine is not on actually, and the engine just turned on because when you hit the gas hard, the engine turns on. But as I said, drives nice and smooth, and it's actually very similar to the non-hybrid. Let's go ahead and put it in sport mode. Yep, definitely gets nice and responsive. And the steering wheel gets very, very heavy for a hybrid and for an SUV in general. And definitely this thing moves. It's nice and quick, and the paddles are not for regen. They are normal paddle shifters. Basically, you could just go through that 6-speed automatic transmission. But seriously, nice and smooth. Let's go ahead and put it back in normal mode, or actually let's go ahead and put it in smart mode. In smart mode, basically the SUV finds out what's the best for it, and it will change the modes according to whatever you're doing. If you're on the highway, it'll basically put it on eco. If you are trying to pass someone, it will technically put it in sport mode for you, and it will adjust the engine, transmission, and everything. So that's nice. But anyways, under the hood, they're going to be a 1.6 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that is connected to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and that 6-speed automatic transmission is actually not too bad. It's nice and responsive. Downshifts quick, upshifts a little bit on the slower side, but I'll test that more. But anyways, this engine and this electric motor, and of course it does have battery, since this is a hybrid. There are going to be some batteries, and the combined power with the engine and the electric motor, 226 horses and 258 pound-feet of torque. I've read online, and a lot of websites say that this hybrid trim has 261 torque. Some say 265, but most of them they say that this one has 258. And a lot of reviews on YouTube, they did not mention how many, what's the torque on the hybrid Tucson. So I'm not exactly sure why they're not mentioning it. Maybe because the numbers are not they're not all the same. So it is possible that those people are not mentioning the torque numbers. But other than that, everything is nice and beautiful about this Tucson. And honestly, it feels like this is a normal Tucson. It doesn't feel like a hybrid driving it. And I am averaging 22.8 miles per gallon at the moment. But beautiful SUV, design looks good. They're going to be an 8-inch screen. This is an 8-inch touch screen, and they're going to be a 10.25-inch gauge or cluster display. And the resolution on this screen is beautiful. And when you change the modes, the gauges change. Beautiful SUV, and I think Hyundai seriously did a great job. It does have hill descent, heated seats, a button to turn on the backup camera to see who's behind you, good amount of storage place, and it does have a wireless phone charger right here. 2 USBs, 112 volt. I'm not a big fan of the gloss black. It does collect a good amount of dust, but I think the design overall looks good, and I think Hyundai did a great job. And there is, by the way, a plug-in hybrid that is coming soon. This is just the normal hybrid, and I think it has a good amount of power for a hybrid. But if you need the fastest Tucson, you have to go for the plug-in hybrid. It's going to have it's going to have a lot of power. So if you're looking for a quick Tucson, plug-in hybrid is the way to go. And this one is actually not too bad. 258 torque, 226 horses. I think that's more than enough for this SUV, but I'll definitely get on it and see how this SUV does when I hop on the highway again. So something I want to mention is the cabin noise. There is not really a lot of tire noise and road noise, but I could hear a little bit of wind noise going 55 miles per hour, and I could hear the cars passing by. So I really wish it was a little bit quieter than that. But other than that, everything is nice in this Tucson. It does have all the safety features, basically the cruise control and the steering assist, linking assist. So of course that's nice. The SUV is driving by itself. I do have the steering assist turned on at the moment, and adaptive cruise control. So it has all the nice safety features. And if you guys are curious about the MPGs are 37 in the city, 36 highway, and 37 combined. But if you get the blue trim has 38 for basically all of them, the city, the highway, and the combined. So the blue trim is the most efficient trim you could buy due to the smaller rims and tires. This one has the 19s, so that's why it doesn't get as good MPGs as the blue trim. That 6-speed automatic transmission is nice and responsive, and yeah, seriously, this Tucson is very, very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in sport mode, do a quick acceleration right here, and see if I could get any wheel spin. No wheel spin at all, and the torque is so instant since this is a hybrid. At first, the SUV doesn't there is no lag or anything like that, unlike the normal or non-hybrid Tucson. So the power is instant and there is no delay, and you accelerate with the electric motor, and then the engine kicks in to help out that electric motor. But seriously, it's nice and powerful and super responsive. Definitely a beautiful SUV. The price on this one is almost $33,000. 8-inch screen. This screen right here is a 10.2 5-inch screen. It does look good, and overall I think this is such a beautiful SUV. Great looking steering wheel, good amount of storage place, a little bit of storage place right here on the left and right. Here is the shifter that will control the 6-speed automatic transmission. It does have heated seats. And here is the storage place inside the armrest. Nice and spacious and wide. Back seats are nice and spacious. There is a ton of leg room, and the storage place, or the trunk space, is very nice and big. And I did do a full review of the blue trim. If you guys are interested, make sure you guys check it out. I do have the video on my channel. But this is nice and beautiful. It is wrapped in cloth, or finished in cloth. Definitely nice and responsive, and this is expected for from a hybrid SUV, and it does compete against the Honda CR-V, the Toyota RAV, and as I mentioned, the plug-in hybrid of the Tucson should be out soon. So can't wait to test drive that one, and it should be the fastest Tucson you could buy. But seriously, this thing is pretty quick. 258 pound-feet of torque is actually more than enough. It does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Nice responsive system. Climate controls are very easy to use. Here is the fan speed, and by the way, those buttons are touch sensitive buttons. Even the buttons on the right and left, they're going to be a tune wheel, a tune volume knob. And as I said, overall beautiful interior, a ton of storage place, and the steering assist actually turns on at 20 miles per hour, which is very impressive. So basically the SUV is driving by itself at very low speeds, which is really nice. A lot of companies are around 37 miles per hour, 45. So I'm glad that Hyundai makes the steering wheel turn on or activates at 20 miles per hour, which is nice. And I'm really sorry about the wipers. They're making a lot of noise. On the hybrids, there are going to be 3 trims to choose from. There is the blue, the SEL Convenience, which is this one, and then there is the limited. And good thing about the hybrid SEL Convenience trim, you do get this beautiful panoramic sunroof. It's beautiful. And on the SEL with the convenience package, on the non-hybrids, you do not get this beautiful panoramic sunroof. You just get a standard size sunroof. This panoramic sunroof goes all the way to the back, and it does make the interior of this Tucson nice and bright. But yeah, I would honestly go with the hybrid trim. It is $33,000, but you do get a ton of things, and plus the MPGs, or the fuel economy numbers, are much better, or not. I shouldn't say much better, but they are very good for a hybrid. And especially with the storage place this Tucson has, there is a ton of storage place. The trunk is nice and big, back seats are nice and spacious, a ton of storage place, glove box is nice and big, and overall I think this Tucson hybrid is beautiful, and I just can't wait to test drive the plug-in hybrid to compare it with this one and see if it's actually worth to get the plug-in hybrid instead of this one. Let me go ahead and do a quick acceleration right here. Traction control is going to stay on. I did put it in sport mode. We'll see how this Tucson does. Yep, definitely gets up to speed very quick, and this thing is so smooth off the line. There is no lag, which is expected, of course. And yep, Hyundai did such a great job with this hybrid. I definitely prefer this one over the non-hybrid. It has more power, better fuel economy. It gets up to speed very quick, no lag, and super responsive. And this 6-speed automatic transmission is very quick. So overall, I think this hybrid is really, really nice. Armrest is nice and soft. This is nice and soft. This is finished in cloth. This is that synthetic rubber material. Top portion is going to be that synthetic rubber material. And on the blue trim that I reviewed, everything was actually plastic, and I was very disappointed because I think it was like around, I think it was 30,000. So that's why I was very disappointed with the blue trim. Even the armrests in the back, they were plastic. So I'm not sure why would Hyundai do that. On this one, I just want to know if Hyundai did the same thing with the armrest. So the armrest in the back is actually wrapped in leather, nice and soft. So I would definitely go with the SEL convenience. I think it's worth it, or worth the price. 33,000 is, or 34,000 with destination and everything. You're getting a very good amount of features and that beautiful engine. So overall, I really like this hybrid. I would definitely go with the hybrid Tucson than the non-hybrid. I hope you guys enjoyed this POV test drive of this 2022 Hyundai Tucson SEL convenience. And I would like to thank Key Hyundai in Milford and Faraz for providing me this 2022 Tucson. If you guys are interested and if you guys are around, make sure to come and check them out. I'm gonna go ahead and put the information and link at the bottom of this video. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.